Hello everyone, welcome back to the Doers for the Academy's YouTube channel. So we are here with another class. So let's start today's class. So today we will solve the previous year question of 2012. So the passage is: Harshavardhan rose to be one of the greatest emperors of his time. So Harshavardhan was one of the greatest emperors of his time. Emperors means king. He brought his sister to Thaneshwar and began to rule both the kingdoms. So he brought his sister to Thaneshwar and began to rule both his kingdom, means his kingdom and his sister's kingdom. When she died, he shifted his capital to Kannauj, and when his sister died, he shifted his capital to Kannauj. For 6 years, Harsha went on making conquest, and for long 6 years he went on making conquest. His general Singnath was an able warrior who won new territories for Harsha, and his general, whose name was Singnath, was an able warrior who won new territories for Harsha. Harsha became master of whole North India. So Harsha became the master of whole North India. Harsha tried to push into South India also. So Harsha also tried to win the South India also, but he could not win the South India. Pulkeshin was a very brave king who defeated Harsha and forced him to return. So the Pulkeshin of the South India was a very brave king. He defeated Harsha and forced him to return. Harsha was at first a devotee of Lord Shiva, but later on he became a Buddhist. So at first Harsha was a devotee of Lord Shiva, but later on he became a Buddhist. A Chinese pilgrim Huan Shang visited India during Harsha's reign. So a Chinese pilgrim called Huan Shang visited India during Harsha's reign. He visited almost every corner of India, and the Chinese pilgrim Huan Shang visited every corner of India. He has written much about Harsha's government, and that Chinese pilgrim has written much more about Harsha's government. During Harsha's reign, Nalanda was a Buddhist university. So there was a Buddhist university called Nalanda in Harsha's reign. It was situated at the Rajgiri near Patna, and that university was situated at Rajgiri near Patna. About 10,000 students studied here, and there were 10,000 students who studied in that university. These students came from several countries, and those students came from several countries. They were given free education, boarding and lodging, and in that university education, boarding and lodging was free for those students. Huan Sang too studied in this university, and the Chinese pilgrim Huan Sang also studied in that university, Nalanda University. Harsha gave large sums for this university. So Harsha gave large sums of his money to that university, or he donated money to that university. So the passage is done. We have read the passage. Now we will solve the question. So the first question is, who was Huan Sang? So who was Huan Sang? Options are: Huan Sang was a professor at Nalanda University. Huan Sang was a Chinese pilgrim. Huan Sang was a British writer. Huan Sang was a king of China. So the correct answer is option number 2. Huan Sang was a Chinese pilgrim. Next question, Nalanda University was. So where was Nalanda University situated? Options are: situated in Varanasi, situated in Kannauj, situated at Rajgiri near Patna, a famous Chinese university. So Nalanda University was situated at Rajgiri near Patna. Option number 3 is the correct answer of question number 2. Next, Pulakeshin was. So who was Pulakeshin? Options are: a friend of Harsha, a general of Harsha, a priest, a brave king of South India. So the answer is option number 4, a brave king of South India. Pulakeshin was a brave king of South India. Next, Harsha gave large sums. So To whom Harsha gave his large sums? Options are to Huensang to go round India, to Pulikashin, to Singnath to expand his army, to Nalanda University. So the correct answer is option number 4. Harsha gave large sums to Nalanda University. That means he donated his money to Nalanda University. Last question. Harsha became. So what? Um, Last question. Harsha became. Options are a Buddhist later on, a Christian, a king of the whole India, a follower of Lord Krishna. So the correct answer is option number 1. Harsha became a Buddhist later on, because before he was a devotee of Shiv, but Lord Shiv, but after that he became Buddhist. So option number 1 is the correct answer. So all the questions are done. Now we will see what other questions can come from the passage. So the first question is, who was Harshvardhan? So Harshvardhan rose to be one of the greatest emperor of his time. Next question, where Harshvardhan shifted his capital? So the answer is Harshvardhan shifted his capital to Kannauj. Next question, for how many years Harsh went on making conquest? So the answer is for 6 years Harsh went on making conquest. Next question, who was the general of Harshvardhan? So Singnath was the general of Harshvardhan and was an able warrior who won new territories for Harsha. Next question, who became the master of whole North India? So Harsha became master of whole North India. Next, who defeated Harsha and forced him to return from South India? So the Pulikashin was the brave king of South India who defeated Harsha and forced him to return to North India. Next, whom did Harsha worship? So the answer is Harsha was at first a devotee of Lord Shiva, but later on he became a Buddhist. Next question, who visited India during Harsha's reign? So the answer is a Chinese pilgrim Huensang visited India during Harsha's reign. Next question, where was the Nalanda University situated? So Nalanda University was a Buddhist university. It was situated at Rajgiri near Patna. So how many students studied in that university? So about 10,000 students studied in the Nalanda University. So these are the questions. These are important for your exam. So write it down in your copy and read this carefully. So all the questions are done. Now we will see some synonym and antonym of some words. So the first word is emperor, and the synonym of emperor is ruler and monarch. So these are the synonym of emperor. Now the antonym of emperor. So the antonym of emperor is citizen and commoner. These are the antonym of emperor. Now next word is conquest, and the synonym of conquest is victory and triumph. Next is antonym of conquest. So the antonym of conquest is defeat and loss. Next word is devotee, and the synonym of devotee is worshipper, and follower. So these are the synonym of devotee. Now the antonym of devotee. So the antonym of devotee is opponent, and critique. So these are the antonym of devotee. Next word is pilgrim, and the synonym of pilgrim is traveler and seeker. So these are the synonym of pilgrim. Now the antonym. So the antonym of pilgrim is settler and native. Next word is sum, and the synonym of sum is amount and total. Next is antonym. So the antonym of sum is part, fraction. So these are the antonym of sum. So this is it for today's class. Hope you like this class. If you like our class, then do like, share, subscribe to the Doers for Academy's YouTube channel. And if you want to join us and want to purchase our online courses, then do contact us in the given number. We will meet you in the next class. Thank you.